Hey, it's the DilaBois podcast here with your boy Steve.
Pete.
And your boy Daniel.
And once again, we don't have a ton to talk about.
Nah.
Well, we don't have a ton of news, but we have a couple of different ideas and concepts. So
We can start off with a little bit of Destiny talk like we usually do.
Go ahead, just jump right into it.
Yeah.
I'll be looking up some stuff on our soon-to-be topics. So just launch into the Destiny.
Yeah. So Data Orbit, as expected, won the faction rally.
Yep, I did not doubt that only because I know a good portion of the community supports Dead Orbit solely because they like the shaders.
Yeah, the shaders were black and white.
Yep. So it gives a good I don't know, cool edgy, cool whatever kind of vibe to all your armors.
Look, I love the new Monarchy, gold and red. Though.
Yeah, one of my favorite colors is red. So I made sure I had a character who got a lot of shaders from New Monarchy.
I have the full hunter set for the new Monarchy. Even though my main hunter was
Future War Cult.
For Future War Cult, I had a second hunter that.
So from what I found with the different factions and what they offered, New Monarchy had the coolest looking armor sets for all three and the coolest shaders. Future War Cult had the best guns.
Yeah, I got the number, which is the assault rifle, the energy assault rifle.
See, I didn't get the number, but it's something with a P. It's essentially a energy Mida multi-tool with Rampage. It has high cal rounds. It has almost the exact same clip size, same sort of range and scope. It was oof. I love it.
I had gotten the New Monarchy scout rifle that was really nice. I got like 3 of them, but I ended up
Song
using
of Justice.
I think so.
Some people were really underwhelmed by that one.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I ended up using like all 3 of the ones I got to get the Mina multi-tool on my second character, I think.
Yeah. I really liked the New Monarchy shotgun, the full auto slug thrower.
I did. Okay, so the thing with that one is that it still had the same range as any other shotgun. I was expecting it to be like a real life shotgun where like if you have a slug, the slug does the same amount of like there's not as much damage drop off with a slug at all compared to like shot.
Yeah.
Like if you shot, you can shoot something really far away with a slug in real life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
As opposed
really
to
good.
like in the game, I try to like hit someone kind of farther away from with it, like kind of not even like long range, like mid range, and it did like no damage. I was like, nope, bye.
Mm-hmm.
I got like 15 of those throughout my like New Monarchy, like giving the tokens in.
I know the community has taken a liking to them because you don't risk missing pellets on a shot, even if it's kind of farther out than your normal shotgun range. It's all compressed into that one slug. So I know with the full auto pair, it was nice.
I just like Hawthorne's better still.
Yeah, I still run that on my other characters who aren't New Monarchy.
I feel like it does more damage, and the only time I ever use shotguns, I don't use it in like. I think it's dumb in PvP because you only got like 4 shells, and like that's like you have to hit someone twice with a shotgun basically to kill them, as opposed to like a fusion rifle where I get like 5 or 6 shots, I think,
and you melt a target.
And I melt a target immediately.
But though either shotgun or fusion rifle, it's super satisfying to pick up a heavy ammo, turn a corner as an enemy does, and just blast them.
Oh, absolutely. That's why it's fun being a hunter and having the golden gun.
Yeah.
And just like you turn a corner, you get like your 4 enemies on like a point that they're trying to capture, and you're just like pop, 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 pop.
Gone.
Pop, pop, pop.
Yeah, actually, one of my coworkers at work brought their Xbox in, and I was like, "You want me to grind Destiny for you?" And he was like, "Okay." And I started because he had only been like he played 15. He got to like level 15 because he was one of the many people that like are kind of sports games players. Like we talked about our friend Gabe, where 2K came out after Destiny, and they're just like, I guess I'm playing 2K now. And kind of like left Destiny in the dust.
We got Gabe at the perfect time to come talk about Destiny because it was like during like the 2 weeks he played it before 2K.
Exactly. But so he was like level 15, so he hadn't played like super a lot. He gotten kind of like that far in the story, like right before like the end of the game. And he hadn't even touched the PvP yet. So I kind of blew his mind because I went like 27 and like 10 or like 9 or something like that.
Wow.
And yeah, he was just kind of like dumbfounded. And I was like, yeah, I like to play. like Garth after he plays the drums in Wayne's World. I like to play. I forgot where I was going.
So for winning, did Orbit got a scout rifle?
The scout rifle was like I think the least popular thing, and a lot of YouTubers were kind of like Destiny YouTubers were kind of saying like they were thinking that
Destiny noobers.
Dead Orbit was kind of like made to be like a little bit lamer in this game to kind of like push the other two as being like, so it wasn't like so deciding that Dead Orbit's just gonna win everything we do.
Yeah.
But that's kind of ended up being what it was anyway.
Like, the scout rifle has great impact. It's just, it has a 12 round clip, which is okay. I can survive if it was like another scout rifle, but it just fires so slow.
Yeah.
I feel like it takes forever to take a target down. Even if I'm getting headshots, it's just kind of slow bluff.
Yeah.
Bluff is like the best way to describe it.
Yeah. Right now I'm running, I just sacrificed the power level I had on my Mighty Multi-Tool for, the Silent Midnight or whatever it's called.
Nameless Midnight.
Nameless Midnight.
Why is that so edgy?
It's surprising because Vanguard names normally aren't edgy.
Yeah.
Nameless Midnight? Oh my god.
Nameless Midnight, yeah. But it has exploding rounds and stuff. I just made that so I can have a legendary instead of an exotic for my kinetic thing, and I can save my exotic for something else.
Yeah.
I actually moved all my highest power leveled stuff to legendary instead of exotic because I was just tired of having to move everything around.
You're tired of like having to force yourself around your exotic because of the
size. And I actually almost got to level 301 with that. I'm like because it shows you the bar if you go over your your level. I'm at like 300.6 or 7 right now. I'm almost at 301. Yeah.
My hunter, who's kind of my main, Mida is my strongest right now. It's a 290, and I have the Better Devil's hand cannon that without a mod would put it if I put a mod on it would put it over Mida. Mm-hmm. I just can't find a kinetic purple mod.
It's kind of annoying. You can do it so you get it like pretty quick, but it ends up costing a lot of glimmer, I think. Because you just have to have... Okay, so what you have to do is you have to break down your purple mods and spin 2 of them to get whatever. And it's like kind of like a 1 out of 4 chance. So it's not rare at all, by any means.
You have to be okay with losing lots of glimmer.
Yeah, and like a lot of your other mods as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't want to do that yet, just because I want to wait till they let you buy the other the other guns from the factions at the expensive rate, because I do want to try New Monarchy's sidearm. Yeah,
everyone was saying that that Dead Orbit gun looked okay, and that the other 2 guns looked pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was a pulse rifle that had Dragonfly or whatever it was on it, and then the hardest hitting sidearm probably in the game.
Yeah. I've noticed I didn't get too big into Destiny 1's PvP. I got in too late. But I've definitely paid more attention to Destiny 2's PvP. And right now, the meta is kind of, if it has high cal rounds and or the explosive shot, it's going to do well. So
yeah, like Nameless Midnight does really well. Mm-hmm. All of the assault rifles that are 450 rounds per minute, like the energy weapon I was talking about, the from Future World called
The Number.
Yeah, The Number.
Origin Story.
Uriel's
Gift.
And there's another one. Like, it's some weird name. It's like Juron.
Yeah, it's an Eastern name.
Yeah, I don't remember what it was, but those are like the most popular ones right now. The 450 rounds per minute.
Yeah,
assault rifles.
Yep, I use. Oh, and I think Sheath Lock is done up there sometimes too.
Yeah, that's one of the higher rounds per minute, but that's definitely like I think it's Scathe Lock.
Scathe Lock, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, because I have one in my vault right now, but it's the higher RPM, and I just don't use it as much.
Yeah, I use it for PvE because it's nice for PvE.
Oh yeah, for sure. I just like I like having the slower shots that like are easier to land.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Me too.
My so I had 2 mining multi-tools because I had my first hunter, my second hunter, and I just deleted my second hunter for my Titan. So right now I have Warlock, which Keon's playing, my hunter, which is almost 301, and then my Titan, who's like level 8 now.
Mm-hmm.
But I put my first mining multi-tool, which was like 303, onto one of those power scout rifles that like shoots full auto.
Yeah.
Those things are nice.
Yeah, I had one for a little bit, and it was fun.
Yeah.
I had to get rid of it though because I needed the power level for something else.
Well, I don't like scout rifles as much unless like they're like really nice, like Mighty Multi-Tool or Nameless Midnight. Like I don't like any of the other ones. Like if it's not like really one of the really nice scout rifles, it's not worth it. As opposed to like assault rifles where like I'll use a crappy one. Like I just like assault rifles better.
Yeah, they're definitely my playstyle of choice for PvP. And right now they're doing really well. And a lot of people are talking about how it's a table flip because in Destiny 1 hand cannons ruled 9 times out of 10.
I still love my Better Devil and I love my Sunburner. Or it was it Sunshot?
Yeah, the Sunshot.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, that is everyone like hails that as being an amazing PvE gun because you get a crowd of trash mobs, headshot, all gone.
Yeah, I haven't used it that much. It was like one of the I think it was the first exotic I got, and I kind of like left it in the back burner. And then recently, I just like got it up to like 295 or whatever.
Yeah, didn't me and you do it together?
I think so. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure we chose it together.
Yeah, because it was like that versus like the Risk Runner and then like something else.
The Graviton Lance, which everyone's just kind of like, eh. But then the Risk Runner is people really like it because apparently arc damage is the most common type of damage you run across.
Especially for like if you're going against a lot of fallen enemies, like all their weapons are arc damage.
And all enemy types, depending on all the planets, will have at least one person with a arc weapon.
Yeah, I want to say like the main weapon for the Cabal Legionaries.
Yeah, they have like the slug shooters who use arc damage.
Yeah.
No, I love using the Risk Runner when I'm doing a fallen public event.
I can definitely see that. I haven't used it that much just because like I only use SMGs when I have to or if I'm just like really close.
Yeah.
And I find myself not being really close a lot of the times.
Yeah. I used mine a lot because when I was getting my Titan to level 20, I got it as a random drop and was just like, okay, let's see how this plays, and fell in love with it.
Yeah, I got it twice, I think, and it just kind of sits in the back burner for me. Mm-hmm. If I'm doing PvP and like one of the challenges is like kill 15 people with arc damage, or like final blows with arc damage, I'll pull it out. But other than that,
yeah. A lot of people really like it because it is very similar to a really controversial gun in D1 called the Zalo Supercell, whereas an auto rifle that automatically chained lightning, you'd have to take damage first. And it was really, everyone paired it with like a Titan helmet that lets you do a dodge midair. So all during PvP in Destiny 1, you see guys just jump and flip in the air and then shock everyone at once.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I forgot how much I like the other characters. Like playing the Titan now because I didn't play the Warlock at all yet. Mm-hmm. I've only been playing the Titan as many one. I'm like I forgot. Like I love all the characters in D1.
Yeah, I finally gotten over my snooty hunter main only, and I've played Titan and Warlock, and both have super fun builds I've enjoyed so much.
I do love the mobility.
Hunter.
Yeah, I was a Hunter Pierce for a little bit.
Yeah, I know.
Sorry, Kalen.
Look. If you think that Warlocks are the only great character, then you're just wrong, okay?
Yeah, they're all good.
So, shortly after recording last week, Steve and I found a Destiny art book for the first game.
Oh, yeah, we found a art book that was just the base game, no expansions, nothing, for $10. Whereas I went to Barnes & Noble's and saw it for like almost 30. I got mine, air quotes, used, where I think someone bought it, looked at it once or twice, left it on a coffee table as display.
Probably someone like bought it with Destiny, and then it was probably one of the many people that were disappointed by base D1.
Barnes & Noble triggers me.
How much they sell?
I walked in to Barnes & Noble looking for something they had on their website for like it was a Legend of Zelda player's guide for Twilight Princess HD.
They don't price match with their website.
They don't price match with their own website.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about price matching with Amazon, like a competitor. I'm talking about their own online website.
And it could be like $20 more or something. It could be ridiculous.
I ended up buying it, so it was like, I want to say it was like $5 different, but like I just like looked at the dude and I was like, are you serious? Like, you have to, like, it would be cheaper for me to ship it to my house like that. And he was like, yeah. And I was like, already at checkout, and I was like, whatever. If that was like in high school at the time, I would have just like bye.
Mm-hmm. Not to spend too long dwelling on Barnes and Noble.
Yeah.
What are some other games you guys have been into this week? Anything?
We tried out Fortnite.
I've been doing a lot of Fortnite.
I played a little bit because you guys have been playing with Kalen a lot.
It's pretty tasty.
Yeah, it's definitely pretty fun looking.
Yeah, it's it's not PUBG, but I don't have a computer that can run PUBG. I don't have an Xbox, so I'm not going to be in the first wave of the platform.
Apparently, they're trying to like keep it on Xbox as long as possible.
Yeah, Microsoft really wants that, but Sony's already being swayed by, or not sorry, they're already being swayed by Sony. The developers, I can't remember their name. Player Unknown's team.
Yeah.
Uh,
I mean, Sony, regardless of whatever, has the majority right now.
yeah, but Fortnite, it's really fun. I mean, there's not a whole lot to say. It's just a really fun game. Like, you just get dropped in and...
Well, the PvP is like the PUBG, but the actual game itself is like a... almost like a Minecraft zombie survival kind of thing.
Yeah. I mean, similar to PUBG in that you get dropped down and then you have to find stuff.
Yeah.
But, like, in this, you also have a pickaxe you can just destroy and build. And
yeah.
It makes it pretty interesting.
That's more of the actual Fortnite game coming through.
Yeah.
Because, like, the Battle Royale thing is just like...
It's a game mode in a different game.
The actual Fortnite experience is much different.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to think what else I played. I've been playing Switch Picross.
Oh, God.
Pete, you have a problem.
Yeah.
Have you beat it yet? Did it take you like 3 seconds?
I'm taking my time. I'm not trying to beat it. I've been doing like 3 puzzles a day.
Are you limiting yourself?
No, I'm just about what I've been doing.
Okay. What does our audience have to say over there, Cameron?
Nerd.
Why am I getting judged for my love of Picross?
You know why you're getting judged.
Just because I have a problem doesn't mean it's bad.
You're judging yourself right now too. I can see in your eyes.
What? It's they have some pretty challenging puzzles. I've been like in the 20 by 15 ones.
That's like the nerdiest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, I know.
I don't understand what that is.
Are you using math at me right now?
I'm not gonna explain Picross. Never mind.
It's gonna like do something to your brain where it like saves you from the dementia later on in life. Me and Steve are gonna be like crazy and like losing our like pooping our pants, like doing everything else. You're gonna be sane from Picross saving your brain.
Us and our boss and some of our friends. Soon we're gonna be doing an escape room. My boss was trying to get us to do the art one, which is a themed one in our city. That
like someone stole art or something like that.
Yeah, it's the toughest one, and I'm like, if we do that, and the toughest challenge is a Picross puzzle,
I feel like there would like be no way, but if it was, I just like
you just kill yourself right on the spot.
Yeah, I'd be like, this world is just not worth living.
If I'd
anymore.
solve it, I'd be like, do.
You have a cool montage.
It would be like the record of like fastest like. We didn't know anyone knew about Picross. You're like, I know about Picross.
We didn't know anybody outside of Japan was a fan of this game.
And you laugh in their face.
Do you play sub or dub Picross, Pete?
Oh, definitely subbed.
Okay, yeah, dub Picross is for filthy casuals.
2 days, or 1 day from release, 2 days from record, Stardew Valley, Switch.
Yeah, that came out of nowhere.
That was quick. I was expecting like when they made a tweet that morning, it was like big Stardew Valley news coming soon. I was like, oh, maybe like November, December.
Yeah.
Like I was kind of expecting like a holiday release, and was like 3 days, and I'm like, whoa. I was like, wow.
Wow.
Oh wow.
You pulled your best Owen Wilson on it.
And I'm excited. I mean, we're all gonna play together, right?
Yeah, we're gonna play each other. It's gonna be fun because it's you all play in one world, and like you can like marry whoever you want, including other players and stuff, and like you don't have to be on the same screen. You can go do whatever you want. So like we can all be like
it's like Minecraft.
Yeah.
So Pete and Dana are getting married in Stardew Valley.
Confirmed. Wait, Pete, who's gonna be the girl?
Both.
Both girl? Oh, we're gonna be the hottest lesbian couple.
Yeah, Scissor Me Timbers.
So it's just like real life, where you can play a prank with your friends and marry the love of their life.
Oh, good.
Just like in real life.
But Stardew Valley, it kind of wanted me to. It kind of inspired the topic that we were talking about earlier. First off, before we kind of move on directly to that topic, I want to talk about sim games. Because I feel like sim games, not like just The Sims, but like simulation games in general.
Like Train Simulator 2017 and Goat Simulator?
I mean more like The Sims, Zoo Tycoon, Roller Coaster Tycoon.
I never got into those,
Spore.
honestly.
But I feel like they kind of paved the way for sandbox games like
yeah,
Minecraft, Terraria.
I think
Those open-ended open world games.
yeah.
Yeah.
I did play Spore, actually.
I feel like it's a weird kind of step where it's like, it's a different branch definitely, but I think they kind of connect back to the same like core, like what hooks people into those games.
Yeah.
The hours of endless do what you want.
Do what you want and you have the control kind of thing.
Yeah, and just like the idea of progress and like I want to like get this next thing, like Whatever.
So did you guys play any
So-
of the Zoo Tycoon, Roller Coaster Tycoon games?
Hold up,
No,
Pete. We're gonna
I
pause
didn't.
right there. Are you saying, and I quote, that games like The Sims and Roller Coaster Tycoon paved the way for No Man's Sky?
Spore definitely did.
No Man's Sky isn't even a sandbox game, is it?
Sims led to Spore. Same developers. The Galactic Conquest expansion for Spore. Did either of you play that?
Nope.
I think I did.
That made it almost like what No Man's Sky is. It's like you have the entire galaxy you can travel around. It was huge. Like,
yeah, I remember I spent like a lot of time trying to get to the center of the galaxy.
and like you and it seems huge because it's like all these spires. And it took me like 4 hours to get to like just like travel someplace.
Yeah.
And
Once you start getting like farther and farther,
you start realizing it also starts repeating a lot.
yeah, and like it gets harder and harder, and like you're always getting attacked and stuff. And
Yeah.
I just remember it being.
And then like when you get to good stuff, it would just be the same quest over and over. You would have to go scan planets for resources and everything.
yeah,
Like, it was Spore Galactic Expansion was definitely like a weird predecessor to
spoiler alert, real
Yeah.
quick for if you haven't played Spore, like
it's
from,
not that great.
I think when you got to the actual center of the universe, you just like went back to the beginning or something like that. It was like, it was kind of like dumb.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, like the center is like a portal back to. I don't. It was dumb. I forget.
Spore was weird.
It was a weird singularity thing.
I think everyone like kind of agreed that like the middle part where like you're like kind of like learning to take over like the planet was like the best part.
Mm-hmm. There was it was weird because it like switched every like few minutes of gameplay would switch what type of game you're playing.
Yeah, like the first was kind of like the fishy game where like you're trying to eat like more and more fish to like get bigger and stuff.
Yeah.
And then it went from that to like you kind of crawl on land.
I like the land one where you were like running around and there could be those big monsters running like,
yeah,
walking around.
everyone agrees that's the best part.
And then there was the tribes, which I always hated. And then
Yeah.
the cities. I like the cities.
I don't remember cities.
That's where you're like
Cities is
kinda
almost
take
like
over
kind
the
of
world and
like
stuff.
civilization, wasn't it?
Yeah. And then once you have all the cities,
Once you take over the planet, that's when you
You
start
go
going to like,
space.
yeah,
it
the final.
they
frontier.
prom. There's hours and hours of people talking about their disappointment in Spore because of how much was promised in that game.
It was supposed to be like you could do literally anything. Like the whole world was your oyster.
the best thing from that game though was the creature creator.
Yeah, Spore creature
Just
created.
penises.
I love when Ross and the Game Grumps played it on Steam Train or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and they just like made unique penises every time.
Yeah. It was definitely like an interesting game. Like when you got to the surface from being that little microorganism, you got to add more things to that same
Yeah.
thing. You got to evolve your character.
I played it pretty late, honestly, and I'm glad I played it blind because I still enjoyed it until I got to the point where like I understood like why people could like because I didn't even know about the hype behind it either.
I
just
didn't
kind of
either.
like
So
I just kind of like got it one day and I was like, okay, here you go.
I enjoyed it when I was younger when I played it, and then when I went back and like saw all the hype that they built up for that game and all the promises they made, and it was just kind of a very dumbed down. It honestly was like a bunch of mini games,
Yeah.
like some extended mini games. But I loved The Sims. Do you guys play The Sims?
Never played The Sims.
No, sim games never really caught my attention.
I liked building the houses.
Yeah, we have a friend who would do that in Sims. He would recreate like his house or like the house he lived in, and like make all of his friends and put them in it.
Mm-hmm. And then I also played a ton of Zoo Tycoon and Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Never played it.
Never
The
did.
only thing I ever did in Roller Coaster Tycoon, whenever I played with my like cousin,
was run people off the tracks.
I'd make the ramp and it just land on the other person's park, so the other park would go away.
I would always start playing Zoo Tycoon, and then when I started getting bored, I would just like put down dinosaurs and then remove the cages and just let them eat all the people in the park, or just like put different animals that would fight each other in the same pen and like see who wins.
Did you create the battle simulator like before its time?
Yeah. But I definitely feel like games like Minecraft and Terraria, like they're not the same type of game, but they're definitely like I feel like an evolution from Tycoon games. Because like we don't have Tycoon or Sims games anymore. Well, there's Sims games, but like I meant simulation.
I feel like Minecraft's is so much more adventure though, like compared to like
It hits a weird
I feel like
middle ground.
I feel It's not the same type of game, but I feel like it scratches that same itch for people.
It still gives you that same freedom, just
I don't
from
know.
a different perspective.
It definitely is, like, there's definitely a connection there, but I'm not sure, like, how, like, I wonder, like, what, like, the player
Sandbox
connection
is such a broad genre.
Yeah, for
Like,
sure.
a Tycoon game is a sandbox game, but also Gary's Mod is a sandbox game, but also Minecraft is a sandbox
I feel
game.
like almost like Fallout 4 is almost a sandbox game, just from, like, the perspective of, like, it's almost like
Fallout 4 at least has a sandbox mode.
you have, like, certain places that you just have complete free reign over.
Mm-hmm. I loved that too. I didn't think I was going to like that as much as I did. I loved that.
Yep.
And then Fortnite is almost like do this, but, like, defend it all the time, as opposed to, like, just, like, defend it, like, once in a while.
So I was pulling up some research earlier when I want to talk about this and look at, like, selling figures. So Minecraft obviously is the top-selling PC game of all time.
Yeah. It might be the best-selling game of all time, isn't it?
Well, yeah, I was just looking at PC, though.
Yeah.
Do you want to know what the second one is? This kind of surprised me.
Go ahead.
It really took me from left field. Terraria.
Really?
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, I know a lot of people like Terraria. I did not think it was second to Minecraft, like, an overall.
That is weird, because I only played, like, a little bit of it, and I never really heard anything besides, like, from you.
I think they also definitely jumped on, like, the Humble Bundle trains and stuff and sold a lot of cheap copies.
Yeah, and I feel like it's like a lot of, like, the same kids, like, all they do is play Minecraft, watch Minecraft YouTube.
Because
Probably
Terraria,
Terraria, too.
when Terraria came out first, it definitely took its own path, but was, like, a 2D Minecraft clone.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I remember, as funny as this is, it might sound, I used to work with kids at one point, and I remember Minecraft was... Ew.
Pete, you're actually fired now.
Yeah.
Okay, bye, guy.
Minecraft was really big, and obviously the kids absolutely loved it. Everything they talked was Minecraft this, Minecraft that. Let's go play Minecraft outside. Let's go build Minecraft, whatever. Whenever the kids wanted to be edgy or seem cool, they would go, oh, no, I play Terraria. Because I have a dark blade sword, not just a diamond sword. Or I have this cool mithril armor, not just diamond armor. And it was kind of funny. And I kind of feel like that might be like that online, you know? Oh, I don't play Minecraft. I play Terraria.
So, the RuneScape kids migrated to Terraria instead of Minecraft, is what you're saying.
Probably, yeah, actually.
They had the Addy Skimmy and the Mithril armor.
But, and, like, looking on the... But, like, sandbox games are huge, like, genre.
Yeah.
They always have it. And I'm, like... I'm looking through the top 50 list of, like, best-selling PC games. You got, like, Minecraft, Terraria, The Sims, and all of The Sims are in the top 10. Wait, no, Sims 4 is not currently in the top 10, but it's at, like, number 11 or something.
Yeah.
Then there's also Roller Coaster Tycoon, The Sim Cities, City Skylines, which was like a SimCity game, but it was a little bit different.
It was building a full city.
Gary's Mod. Some of these games seem like I think they might be sandbox games, like a game called Theme Park.
Sounds about like it.
But it's just crazy, like, these are games that, like, there's a lot to them, but in a very simple way.
There's a lot to them, and because we're looking at PC games, every single one of those can be heavily modded.
Yeah.
So it increases the amount you can do even further.
Yeah. Because, like, it's way more interesting to, like, play the game to the board than, like, there's some mod that completely changes everything about the game. You're like, okay, well,
Yeah.
let's see.
Like Gary's Mod. There are so many games that you can play through Gary's Mod.
There's new games all the time, too. Like,
And the cool thing is, we even have, like, indie games, big and small, that started as Gary's Mod, like Gary's Mod mods.
yeah, for sure.
Like PUBG started as an Arma 3 mod.
Mm-hmm. PUBG's origins date back to an Arma 2 mod with
Yeah.
DayZ and everything.
That was Armor 3.
I think DayZ was for Arma 2.
I mean, it was definitely an Arma mod. For an Arma
Okay,
game.
it definitely was Armor 3. I'm not sure if it started as Armor 2.
No, okay. It was a mod for Arma 2, and it got huge, and so Arma 3 had an official game mode for it.
I don't
believe it.
think so. H1Z1 was, like, the official thing. Nothing was official before that.
I think... Oh, I'm pretty sure it was Arma 2, because I remember Arma 3...
No,
they-
DayZ was an official thing, actually, I think.
Yeah, because Arma 1... Arma 2. The developers of Arma 3 hired, I think, some of the team that developed DayZ to put it officially, like, rolled into the game.
I feel like modders should get hired more often.
Mm-hmm.
Modders get shut down a lot, I feel like.
Yeah,
I feel like they
looking
should
at
hire.
you, Rockstar.
I remember when I bought
I mean, Sonic Mania is legit, like, just modders, basically.
It's all like,
And, like
fan
fans,
game makes.
yeah.
Hey kids, if you make Sonic fan stuff, eventually you'll get hired, right? Just keep on
I
drawing.
draw Sonic
just
for
keep on
AOC, so I get
keep the
hired.
hedgehog.
Wait, are you saying that my DeviantArt page might get big?
Yeah.
Wait,
Yo.
no, wait. Did they hire Furry OC draws for the new Sonic game where you get to make your own OC?
I hope not.
I pray to God, no.
Yeah,
That means, like, if
save
you
us.
accidentally clip through the clothing, there's some very inappropriate things underneath the
I don't
clothing.
want to think about that.
What do you mean accidentally? clipping to the
if you-
clothing?
You mean get all the mods that you can possibly find
If
and
you-
remove clothing?
If you go against the wall and press start 2 times in a row and hit B before you hit start the second time, you get to see furry titties.
So what are your guys' favorite sandbox games?
Probably Minecraft.
Yeah, I think I would have to say Minecraft.
Yeah,
I love a lot, but like the amount of hours I sunk into
Like-
Minecraft when I was younger.
I don't know. Like,
I remember when you're unemployed, Daniel.
yeah, I didn't have a job for like 3 months and I just played Minecraft the entire time.
yep.
And like, there's like so much cringe factor to it. Just like all like the billions like little kids that just like. It seems like such a little kid thing, and like I just remember like explaining to people that once they play Minecraft, they'll understand.
Mm.
That was a big thing, and like I think I was the same way. I was like, I mean, I don't really see the catch of it. Like, it kind of seems like a little bit boring. Like, I don't understand what you do.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like a lot of like older folks don't understand that either.
And then you start playing it, and you're
And
just
you're
like,
like, oh,
oh
okay,
my god,
I
why can't I
understand.
stop?
You start playing, you start getting a feel for it,
You're
you start
just
setting
like, where's
goals.
the diamond?
Yeah, I played a lot of Minecraft like during high school, because I somehow was able to find a really crappy laptop that could play it.
I
It
remember
didn't play it the
that.
best, but it played it.
I remember that.
Yeah, and I played a lot of it. I would always try and find servers, do stuff, find a mod every time I got bored to like spice it up and keep me playing.
I'm sorry, what game are we talking about?
Minecraft.
Minecraft, okay, yeah, just making sure.
I remember my mom's HP pavilion that she got from like Walmart or whatever. I just remember playing Minecraft on that all the time. On my cousin's account.
Well, how early did you guys get in? I got in during the alpha.
I remember the week we were at school, you started talking about it,
Mhm.
was like a Monday, and that Sunday before, my cousin was like, hey, dude, check out this cool game called Minecraft. It's all blocky, but you can like build stuff. It's really cool.
So I
I think when we started kind of becoming friends at first, Pete, was when I started playing.
that was
with,
when,
like,
okay.
yeah,
So
like,
you were
Pioneers.
after the full release.
Yeah, I played during Alpha, I think.
Yeah, I think so. I guess.
Because alpha, I got it during the last month of alpha. I got it shortly after the Halloween update, and back in the day, everyone remembered like, oh yeah, the Halloween update.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah, I remember that.
And I got it that week, but I didn't touch it for like a month or two because I kept playing the classic in browser mode because I thought the game was more of that, but it wasn't. I didn't really understand what it was when I loaded it up because I was like, "Where's all the items?" Because I didn't know that survival was like the main point of that game. And then when I went back to it though, revisited it, I really got into it, and the beta came out, and then I played all the way in beta out to full release, and God. I played a lot of that game.
It's
Yeah.
so funny to like see like how you can even look at it now, and like you can almost see it as an alpha game now. Like if you don't like notice all the polish, like the first thing you load up, you just look in, you just like see a forest, and like that's it. Like that seems like a really alpha game,
Mm-hmm.
but then like it's like the best. It's the best selling game.
I'm glad I got in when I did because there was nothing really in the game. There wasn't anything to advance, so I got to slowly learn all the new stuff they added.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it's more exciting. Like when they announced like horses, I just remember being like, "You're kidding."
Yeah.
I remember how hype I was when they put dogs in the game.
Oh, like the wolves.
Or
Oh
Yeah,
my
like, yeah.
gosh, I remember I hunted so long to find a dog, trying to ride by him to get a dog.
that is also like one of the best things. Is like the new update came out. We're getting a group together. We're gonna go find all the things in the
And-
update.
I was part of the community of the Neon Shift servers, and it was always so great because I helped run the servers. So I would always be like one of the people setting up the vanilla server. Every time there was a new update, none of our mods for our server would be updated. So we would put up a second vanilla server on our from where our actual server is hosted.
Yeah,
and then everyone would get on and be like, okay, let's go find everything new in this update. Like,
Yeah.
let's play with this.
That's like when I did that 3-month period when I didn't have a job. The reason I had a tunnel with powered rails that literally lasted like minutes, of just sitting there waiting for it to the end, was to find horses. Like I wanted a horse, so I just built a rail to the horses so I could breed them and stuff.
I remember when I was playing, there was redstone and a redstone repeater. And people did so much complicated stuff. And now they have all this redstone stuff, and it's insane.
Yeah, I remember the last time I played, they had all the hoppers and the special chests and stuff like that.
And there's all this alchemy stuff now with potion brewing and everything, and
Yeah, I remember when they added that. I remember the potion and XP update.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you need the wiki up on 2 different computer screens, wiki and then Minecraft.
Yeah, back in the day, I used to hate that the Xbox version had a pre-made crafting menu, but now I'm there's way too much stuff in this game to possibly remember everything. I used to be able to remember every recipe off the top of my head.
The gates always confused me for whatever reason.
The most complicated one was always making the enchantment table. I always forgot where everything went.
I think it's 3 books on top.
I remember now, yeah.
The obsidian around the middle part, which is a diamond.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's it. Then you have to have all the bookshelves around it to get the better enchantments.
Yeah. I had to rebuy the game last summer 2016, because I could not for the life of me remember my old email password in my old email. And I had bought it so long ago, I was just whatever, I'll buy it again, because I wanted to play it again. And there's so much on the PC version right now that you can do that I didn't even know you could still
the
do.
console versions have caught up, pretty much. They just started releasing out
So, there's going to be... The way they have it now... Because we're going to talk about the cross-platform that way they announced.
Yeah.
It's Minecraft Java version. Then there's the actual, just regular Minecraft, which is the Windows 10 version, air quotes.
Well, Minecraft Java version was the original Minecraft.
Yes. And now that's Java version.
Yeah.
And then there's Wii U version. And then everything else is just regular Minecraft now, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And you can cross-platform play with everything except for PlayStation, I think.
Because the Wii U is now the only past generation console that has.
Yeah, it's Minecraft Wii U version.
Well, and then there's also the version on the 360 and the PS3, but...
Yeah, I don't think you can do... Yeah.
Yeah, but the Switch, it's going to be mobile, Switch, Xbox One, and PC are all going to be cross-compatible.
I don't know about Mac. Or iOS.
iOS, yes. I don't know about Mac, though. That is a good point. Because on my Mac, I still have Java version.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you can get the other version or not.
Yeah, but...
I want to say yes.
Pocket Edition is the same on Android and iOS. So.
Yeah, it's not Pocket Edition anymore.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know how... I'm going to look up how far it is. What update's on.
Because, we were playing the Switch the other day, and it's pretty updated. They're already caught up to polar bears and llamas in the Switch version.
I haven't even played with polar bears or llamas.
Yeah, I saw that they added polar bears. I didn't know they added llamas. I was like, what the hell?
I want to say I actually have seen polar bears, actually, but I don't remember.
I saw them because Achievement Hunter did a video. Because they used to do a video for every update, which is how I kind of caught up with the news. But now they've just been playing Sky Factory, which is all the biggest Minecraft mods rolled into one.
So you can play Minecraft cross-platform with anyone you want it, and with everyone for $7 on the Play Store.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy to me because it's still $25-$26 for the Java version, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Did you guys ever play any of the big mods like Tekkit or
No.
Hack/Mine or anything?
Back then, my computer couldn't handle any mod that was that crazy.
I played the technical ones, but I just kind of helped my friends. I wish I could go back and learn those, because especially watching Sky Factory, which incorporates those, it's insane the stuff that people add to the game.
I remember when we played our server together with the friendship cannon, whatever we called it,
Mm-hmm.
with the
MCMMO.
That was so fun.
MCMMO is one of my favorite things. It gives you levels, and you actually get stuff with your levels. Digging, you would get an increased chance of rare stuff being dug up,
And you could mine 9x9 blocks.
Oh, that was also Runecraft.
Yeah, Runecraft.
Runecraft and MCMMO is what I put on our server.
I love that.
I also played with a server that had similar things, like where you could chop down the base of a tree and have the whole tree fall, something like that.
Tree Feller.
Yeah.
That was an ability from MCMMO.
Yeah. I don't think we played with a full MCMMO, but we had definitely pulled mods from it.
And then Runecraft was great. We were in contact with one of the lead developers on Runecraft for a while. Yeah. Do you remember C-Tree at all?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He was one of the lead developers on that. He started working with the original guy, and the original guy passed him off the mod. I don't know if he still works on it. I think he passed it off himself. But Runecraft was great. Like, you just built this stuff on the ground, and like it activate, and you could do stuff like teleporters was a big one. Back when my friends and I would play on servers, we would have a bunch of different bases all over the world, so we would create these big teleporter rooms.
Yeah.
Because if you remember, it was like a circle and a hashtag.
Yeah.
Those are the two, like, the come and go gates.
And, like, for, like, the PvP, like, there were teleporters too, right?
Mm-hmm.
And, like, there was the, well, it was, like, the lava sandwich with obsidian was, like, the way to like, keep everyone out.
Oh, yeah. We had a bunch of different bases. One of our designs was obsidian, lava, obsidian, lava, obsidian. To make it very, very difficult for people to enter.
Almost impossible, honestly.
We, if anyone from Neon Sight ever listens to this, I'm about to lay down a little known fact that was never, given out.
It's a secret tip.
A secret tip. It's not really a tip. It was just, it worked in our favor. During the generation of the map, one of the server admins, he later would join our faction, and this is how it was revealed to us. He was testing some of the mod tools and created a giant hollow obsidian box underground under one of the oceans. We accidentally stumbled across that giant obsidian box, and he had forgot to remove it. And that became our first Neon Side base, which allowed us to rise to power on the first server.
That's really funny.
Yeah. Because since we already had, like, it was huge. It was a ton of obsidian. We already had that much obsidian. We just put lava and then more obsidian.
That's funny.
And then he joins our faction later on, and he teleports to our base, and he's like, "Where'd you guys get this base?" And I was like, "We actually just found it." And he was like, "Oh, I forgot to remove that."
That's really funny. I remember when I joined y'all, I was kind of like overwhelmed by the PvP, so I was like, I'm just going to be like a little trading faction.
Yeah,
I kind of basically played survival in the middle of things.
You were like our puppet faction.
Yeah, I just kind of chilled and like kind of like.
That was like the 8th generation of that PvP server.
And I just remember like someone like try to do a deal with me and try to like kill me or something like that, and I was like, oh,
and then
whatever y'all's name
Neon
was.
Sai.
Neon Sai is my backing faction.
We were like the scary like mafia on that server, and like when the word came out that you guys were like, we would trade items for you because no one trusted us, so we used you to trade items.
Hey, you trying to rough me up? I get the neon side guys on you.
And you can like
break your thumbs.
You can own like land in that thing, and like I had my own like a little plot of land in between like two like big like pieces of land or something like that.
I'll never forget my regrets. Not regrets, but when we slowly started becoming like that powerful faction. This is just a quick little anecdote. We were slowly taking out all the small factions before we went after the big ones. And there's one that had about 5 people in it, but they were like 5 people that the server knew. So one time it was only one of them online. And we had one of our friends that was really low known log on and join that faction. And he was helping them, but he found their location and gave it to us. I'm there. They were in a cliffside, and I'm standing on top. And I accidentally fall off, and I injure myself. And the leader of the faction who was online hears that, and he comes outside, and he's like, "Oh, hi! Did you just fall from the cliff?" And he like throws out some food, and he's like, "Here, eat some food and heal up." And I look up, and climbing down the cliff, crouching, is one of the members of my faction, getting ready to ambush this guy and kill him. And I was just like, "Thank you." And then he jumped down and killed him.
Oh, God.
I just felt like the worst, and
You were the distraction.
Look,
that was when I broke my soul and I no longer cared.
All is fair in love in Minecraft.
It was just like a scene out of like a bad animated movie, but like it was a dramatic scene.
You're just like wondering if you're the evil or the good person anymore. Like you don't know. Like the lines are blurred.
It couldn't have been framed better though, because I could literally see him, the guy coming down, and then the text bubble like, "Oh, here, eat some food. Sorry that you fell off my roof." And yeah, we took his base and we destroyed it.
You're a monster.
All fair, love in Minecraft.
I can't wait for Stardew Valley where I can just love and not have war. I still haven't beat it yet. I have it on PC.
Well,
I was addicted to it, and
beat it on the Switch you do.
I stopped. I don't know why. I think it's just because, like, I don't know.
You're having PTSD flashbacks from Minecraft.
You gotta scratch that Animal Crossing itch.
I never played Animal Crossing.
No. So who's gonna farm? Who's gonna mine?
I like mining the best, but
I'm excited for farming. I like farming.
Yeah.
I'll marry all the girls for you. Don't worry.
Thanks, Steve.
Then
we're gonna be Steve. We're gonna be the girls that get married.
Well, so you and Kaylin only have one Switch, so you guys are gonna have
for
to
now
pass them off. Well, I guess we can let Antonio into the game.
I guess.
Yeah, I'm excited though.
There's no cross-platform, correct?
No, there's multiplayer. At least for now, there's no cross-platform. Minecraft, I think, is going to be a big push for the like advocacy.
That sounds about right.
Of cross-platform.
Yeah.
But PlayStation, Microsoft really don't like playing nice.
I want to say PlayStation was like one of the bigger proponents. Like I think you could play Rocket League on PS4 and
they wanted
PC?
They wanted Xbox to allow crossplay with their games, but then when it was Xbox trying to get them to do it, they kind of like
they're like, we're never doing cross-platform ever.
Yeah.
Well, if I remember correctly, PC and like Sony and any PC developers normally get along fine. I remember Street Fighter V, you could do PC versus PS4. Like it was cool. They were chill.
So, well,
And
games like Rocket League, it's an independent developer.
Yeah, so it's up
Minecraft
to
is
them.
owned by Microsoft.
Yeah. So
And
Microsoft can kind of do that thing and kind of keep Sony out because it's like out of
Sony's voluntarily
everything.
taking themselves out.
Yeah, because don't you have to pay Microsoft to get it?
I'm not sure. They haven't.
Cross.
That hasn't been said for sure.
Because if I remember correctly, the reason why Sony backed out was because they didn't want the people who wanted to play Minecraft cross-platform on Sony to pay Microsoft for it.
It could have been speculation. I'm not sure. It's been out for PC, and I haven't heard people on PC complaining about having to pay for an Xbox Live.
Mm-hmm. But speaking on that subject, I remember
Of like maybe like not necessarily paying,
Maybe
For
it's a
Xbox
single
Live.
fee, kind
but
of
like
thing.
the fact that PlayStation would have to pay Microsoft.
Oh yeah.
yeah, because I remember back when Blizzard first released Overwatch, and people were asking, "All right, well, can PC and console play together?" And they said no because there's a skill gap, but because even though it's a Blizzard game, Sony and Microsoft respectively own the servers that run them, and it'd be up to them to say yes or no with a cross-platform between the consoles, and they immediately said no.
Yeah, the mouse and keyboard versus controller thing is a big deal.
When is Switch going paid online services? Next year?
I think they still haven't announced anything about it, Pete.
But they did say that's happening.
I think they're just saying they said they're working on it. I guess I don't know. Oh yeah, I think they did say next year.
I'm curious. I assume at some point soon the Switch is going to get a UI update because like
It has to.
it's a very basic and simple UI right
Yeah.
now. Like I feel like there's a lot missing from it.
But like, I mean, it's just as detailed as any other Nintendo console.
But even the
honestly.
3DS had a lot more like customizability and everything.
That's true. You get themes.
Mm-hmm.
Rip themes on the Switch.
Theme, sound effects.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm still waiting for a lot for the Switch, honestly.
Yeah. Oh, Nintendo.
In a couple weeks, we get Mario Odyssey.
I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. None of us managed to get our hands on an SNES Classic.
I thought they were gonna be way more like I could like get one like this week.
Apparently, they're gonna be getting like hundreds soon.
Yeah.
like shipped out.
The first batch was like 40. Like
40
per store.
per store about.
Yeah, which is insane compared to, some stores got this like 2 Switches.
I have a feeling if I went to like a Toys R Us or something like that, I could find one, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like that Toys R Us that's around us like always ends up having like something, and you're just like, oh,
Yeah. I tried going that day. I
But
sadly
now
had to
they're
open.
bankrupt forever.
huh?
Yeah.
But now they're going to be bankrupt forever.
Toys R Us is?
Yeah.
Oh, I did hear something about that actually.
Go on, Steve.
I was gonna say that I went that day. I had to open my. I work at a big budget or a big wholesaler. I had to open that day at my store, so I was not able to like go wait in line. But I heard from a friend that
Steve, you work at BJ's?
you gross.
In the alleyway?
Yeah.
He said that he had a friend who was able to get in line, and
Fuck you.
they had like 40 at his Target, and then like the Toys R Us that I went to that day when I got off said they had like at least 40 when they had theirs.
Okay.
I
So they're getting bigger shipments.
also heard some posts because apparently with the SNES Classic, some stores got Switch restocks. So I heard some people like, to get an SNES Classic, they were sold out, so I got a Switch instead.
I mean, hey, as long as Nintendo's getting their paycheck and they will make
Yeah.
good games.
They're fat paychecks.
Well,
Yeah.
people were like, oh, Wii U, I guess Nintendo's going down. Now they're like,
Wii U, it's the sound of the siren signaling their demise.
yeah, and then like, meanwhile they're kind of money. I think it was funny that the Node did like a video about how PlayStation said that handheld consoles are going downhill and like they're not gonna do any more PS Vita or PS4 Switch or like any like mobile console because they're like there's like no market for it. And I was just like, meanwhile Nintendo's like licking their thumb and counting their cash.
No, it was like everyone like Nintendo is a failing company. Look at the Wii U. While Nintendo wiped their tears with the cash from the 3DS.
Yeah, it's just like
Yeah.
you can tell we're Nintendo fanboys.
Like they definitely took a hit with the Wii U, but like the 3DS, like bam.
Yeah, 3DS kept them afloat for that.
The 3DS is it's still
It
like,
needs an upgrade. We talked about this I think a couple weeks ago.
We did.
but it's still like crazy.
It still sells like crazy, but it needs an update.
Yeah.
That hardware is getting a little.
It's showing its age, but that's fine.
How old is a 3DS at this point? Not like the original 3DS.
Oof, I believe 2010, 2011.
Really?
Yeah.
X and Y came out in 2013.
That was the first.
Pokemon game on the
3DS game.
3DS, but it was a couple years into the 3DS lifespan.
Yes, because I remember it was Black and White 2 came out right before.
I think Black and White 2 came out with the launch of the 3DS, but it wasn't in 3D.
Announced March 2010. Unveiled at E3 in June.
So it's a 7-year-old handheld console at this
Yeah.
point. And
That's a good lifespan.
And honestly, it's about 7 years old. It came out in Japan in February 2011. So the very beginning of 2011 is when we got it.
but at the same time, it sacrificed a lot for its small size. Like, take a phone from 2011. I think I had in 2011, I probably had my iPhone 4.
Yep, I remember. Yeah, I had one too.
And then now, look, even that screen, compare that to the 240p 3DS screen. Like, come on. Like, I get it that it's not that high quality, so it can do 3D, but, like, come on.
Like, I have air quotes 2K screen in my pocket right now.
I
And it's
remember,
an OLED, and like it's crazy.
I remember how much the 3DS was ragged on, though, for that. But it was like, it's for the 3D.
A gimmick that was cool, but definitely the selling point.
I mean, the thing is though, like you can get a new 2DS XL for $150.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I feel like for that price, like you could definitely get a better screen.
I'd definitely like to see, like, a beefier update.
They need to drop the whole 3D aspect moving forward with it. Keep it two-dimensional so you can get the resolution back up, and then just kind of like tweak the hardware.
People like the gimmick of 3D, but I feel like at this point in the software,
If they
like,
forgot about it, it wouldn't be like a big deal.
I mean, Pokemon Sun and Moon completely was like,
And that game sold really well.
yeah, that game sold really well.
I think a lot of people got back into Pokemon for that game.
Well, a lot of people got back into Pokemon with Pokemon Go, and then Sun and Moon was the first game that came out after.
Not only Pokemon Go, Pokemon Red, Blue, Yellow, Pokemon Go, Pokemon Sun and Moon.
I mean,
That's right.
it was their 20th anniversary. They hit it hard.
Yeah, they did for sure.
They went hard.
That was the perfect storm of money right there.
Like, I'm just waiting for Pokemon, like...
Gold and Silver released on the eShop last week.
I need to pay that up.
Yeah, me too.
I haven't touched my 3DS.
I'm actually thinking
Kalen's
of
been kinda
replaying
holding on to it.
Pokemon Platinum.
Huh?
I've been thinking about replaying Pokemon Platinum.
Pokemon Platinum was like... I'd never played it, but it was like one of those ones that everyone's like, oh, that's amazing.
Antonio picked up a copy from Second and Charles the other week. And,
Yeah, didn't he say it was like almost... It felt like it was hacked or something like that?
Yeah, but it's been making me want to play it. Because I didn't like Diamond and Pearl, but I liked Platinum. Diamond and Pearl had a lot of problems, I think.
Diamond and Pearl was what I played first, and oh my god, bring back the secret bases.
Diamond and Pearl
Secret base.
that was
They had
Ruby
that in
Sapphire,
some-
though.
They had that in the Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire.
Yeah, they brought that back in ORS.
No. The underground.
Oh,
yeah.
I remember playing that together, actually.
Yep, where you can mine those dumb ores
Yeah.
and make your own bases.
Platinum was great. Diamond and Pearl had some serious pacing issues.
I'm
Diamond
sure
Pearl
they
did?
did.
Also,
I don't remember.
I was
a while.
re-looking into some Diamond and Pearl facts. Do you know that if you don't pick a Chimchar as your starter, the only fire Pokemon you can catch in the entire story of that game is Ponyta?
I think I remember something about that.
And Ponyta and Chimchar are both physical attacker lines. So you can't even get a special fire line to utilize stuff like Flamethrower, Flame, like, Burst.
I remember like Ponyta and Rapidash was kind of like weird in like the earlier generations because it like knew like flying moves. Like I think it was like jump and bounce.
Bounce, yeah.
It was just like it was a weird like Pokemon, but it's also a fire unicorn, so it's amazing.
And then I think when they even introduced some fire evolutions for previous games, but they did not make them available till post-game, like Magmortar.
Yeah.
But then they made him available earlier in Platinum, and along with, I think, with like Houndoom and some other options.
Yeah.
7 out of 10, too much water.
Do you think we're going to get Diamond and Pearl remakes?
I
Eventually.
think they're going down the line. I think they are.
It's time for it.
I wouldn't mind honestly, I wouldn't mind a first and second gen combination reboot. Because it's been a while since we've had Heart Gold Soul Silver, and it's been a long time since we had Leaf Green Fire Red.
There's also a strong theory that we might get a Gen 1 remake, not because of Gen 1 nostalgia, but because of you can play from Diamond and Pearl, you can play every generation of games in a DS cartridge other than the original gen.
But you can get the...
You can get the eShop.
Yeah, you can get the eShop.
Because, like, you can't play Gold or Silver, Ruby Sapphire, or Red Blue Yellow cartridge-wise, but you can play Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, Heart Gold Soul Silver.
It'd be cool to get a Pokemon Coliseum Gen 1 game for Switch.
Oh.
What
That'd
I'm
be really
saying
cool.
is, if you had your old DS Lights, you could play your...
Yeah, I have DS
Emeralds
Lights.
And yeah.
My brother was asking about me giving him like a some sort of game so he could play his old Pokemon games on.
Mhm.
And I was like, I'm going to give you my 3DS before I give you my DS Lite because I want to play Game Boy Advance games.
I will forever have my DS Lite just so I have the ability to transfer from Ruby and Sapphire and Emerald to like modern Pokemon
Yeah,
games.
dude, I played so much Emerald.
God, I remember how much of a hassle it was to transfer Pokemon back in the day. Now we just got Pokemon Bank.
Yeah.
Pay us $5 a year, just do whatever you want.
Is it even $5? That was good. Cheaper than that.
I think it's $5 a year.
That's crazy.
Which is like $5 a year. Like, come on. It's literally just like, we have to do this to afford the servers.
Can you do monthly installments? Can I pay like 55 cents a month?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. What happens if you don't pay your $5 a year?
They are still there, you just can't access them.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm pretty sure I haven't paid mine since I got it, and I can't remember who I have on it.
Mhm.
And I don't want to lose them.
They will stay stored, you just can't access them.
I have all my my failed eggs
Yeah, I remember
from
lot
breeding.
of these.
Because
Lot of
I
these.
let mine lapse in between Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, and Sun and Moon.
I think people knew, they knew that was going to happen. They didn't want people like little kids like, where'd my Yu-Gi-Oh go?
I think I just put my PayPal in, so it'll automatically do it. So like sometime in like November, I'll lose $5 on my bank account.
You'll never like notice why. Like you'll be like, I thought I had.
It'll be like Nintendo eShop charge. I'll be like, whatever.
You'll be like, you'll look at your account and be like, I thought I had $1 billion and $5, but I only have $1 billion in my
Daniel,
account.
don't spoil that I'm like part of the wealthy class.
You're part of the 1%, P?
I am the one.
Is $1 billion even the 1%?
I don't know.
that I think I just triggered myself thinking about that. That I could have $1 billion and not be in the 1%.
This is welcome to corporate America.
Oh gosh.
Well, what is $1 billion?
$1 billion.
Tune in next week for our financial podcast.
$1 million or $1,000 million.
Next week we're going to be diving into the exciting world of taxes, bill payment,
And accounting.
and capitalism in general.
Wait, is it 1,000 million? Yeah, it's 1,000 million, right? Am I dumb? I think I'm dumb. Don't look at me.
I'm looking at you, Daniel.
Don't look at me.
I'm looking at it's a million.
Don't look at Daniel. His prison is shame.
Well, we've reached that hour. Oh, quick last thing. Overwatch Halloween event announced today.
Ooh, yeah. When is it? The 10th?
10th, yep.
Starts the 10th, and McCree and Reaper are getting more skins.
Yeah, they got Halloween skins last year. They're getting Halloween skins this year.
Which Mercy's
No,
back.
McCree didn't get one last year.
Oh, I thought he did. Okay,
Oh.
never mind. Oh no, he got screwed for I'm done.
Oh, for Christmas, yes. Because they didn't need them after getting them in the summer games.
Mm-hmm.
McCree
Thinking
summer
about
games.
lifeguard McCree.
Why is he blonde?
Well,
He's bleach blonde, dude. From the sun.
I guess.
signing off. This has been a fun little talky adventure with you guys.
Yeah, it
Tune
always
in
is.
Next week for
Every
our smooth talking podcast. We do ASMR.
Next week on Dilabytes.
Bye.
Bye.